Oh.
Radiant are scanning.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. This is going to be cast. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Randomly decided to cast because Sir Actions Lax was casting. I felt like that was a terrible cast, so here I am, trying to do this. Let's see if I can do a better job. I'm obviously joking, guys. Anyways, let's go. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. But if you don't, maybe the cast will, will give you a better time. Yeah, snaking here with his Brewmaster on this weird Clinks and Silencer lane. I guess not weird. It used to be pretty popular, but the Clinks kind of faded away a little bit after some nerfs. And the bottom lane here, it looks like Z-Freak is just waiting to draw some aggro so that his boy Snaking has a better time. The top lane, we see the standard, the beautiful Eternal Envy Wisp plus the Gyrocopter from Scamberlow. So this is a pretty standard combination right there. And in the middle lane, it's the Lina versus TA matchup. We've seen this countless times already. Oh, it looks like the Gyrocopter ends up dying. I'm not really sure if this was a toss-back play, but it does look like it. And now with the Shadow Realm, can they get vision? If they don't have the Crypt, will get vision, but it looks like the level 1 Shadow Realm does not allow Chu to get it. If you had the second point there, definitely will have the kill. What's up, Groot? How are you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm still a little bit sick. Oh, the LSA from Lamp will find Sonico here, taking a lot of damage, but there's not a lot of mana onto... Oh my lord, Lamp gets debated and he looks like somewhere else. The structures got fortified. But yeah, not the greatest start here for Complexity, losing heroes in every single lane. This is not how I want to start your game. Lamp already level 4, his ward gets taken down. There's already a ward here from Navi. Complexity struggling quite a bit here in this early game. Bounty room time. Let's see the brawl. Let's see the bottle. The Curse Crown will proc onto Eternal Envy. He tries to tether away. It looks like he is going to fall, although they do finally get the kill onto the Tiny, the Shadow Realm, allowing the Dark Willow to disengage. But it looks like the Bane ends up dying here, and the game is just getting crazier and crazier, boys. Love your casting, DreamLeague, we're all in favor for Navi. Do you agree? I mean, I think most people were in favor of Navi just because they feel like the better team, or then they feel like this draft is better. Although, I do... Okay, it looks like that is a dead Lina. It looks like DreamLeague was right, guys. They will lose their mid player once again, and it's not really Limp's fault. This is a pretty hard matchup against the TA, and then you have these rotations that keep on coming from Sonico. Our boy, our legend, he does go for an instant stack, so the TA is going to be even happier. In terms of CS, we do see that the Gyro and the Liner are doing okay. There you go, the ball zoing Blizzy a little bit. The Avalanche will stop Scamberlow for a while. Nice use of those Brambos, and it looks like Complexity will not chase further. In the bottom lane, we do see Crystallize here, already level 4. Doesn't really have much to his name besides the Aquila, but Snaking also not doing hot. He pretty much only has boots. Trying to get an experience advantage here. Does go for the range creep. Gets level 5. But what about his life? He's going to get Shadow Warrior. He's going to get Arcane Curse. But it looks like the Mischamp does allow him to disengage. If they get another hit, this could be enough. Z-Freak will show up Nightmare onto that Clanks. And it looks like he will get the hell out of there. So Nico will take some boops. But it looks like he's going to be out. What's up, Leto Coldest? Much love from Russia. That was awesome. I have a lot of Russian fans. Hopefully, you're having a great day, sir. It looks like they will go for a stack here. Limp does have level 6, but it's pretty hard to actually use that level 6 on... Oh, and there you go. The traps start exploding. The LSA will clip Magical here, but it looks like Limp's still taking quite a bit of damage nonetheless. The Bane does fall here in the bottom lane. The Nightmare will wake up Crystallize. And they also zone Snaking, but he is getting closer and closer to that level 6 Camberlow. Pretty much the same, just needs this Grip Wave. Avalanche does not clip Eternal Envy, and they're gonna be fine. Middle lane, it looks like they're going for a dive once again. Lamp probably dying to the damage of those traps. So the applause flies out And it looks like this is not a hot game here for Limp, already dying 3 times in the middle lane. Hello, cannot use Twitch right now, but here's some love from India. That's awesome. Now the gyrocopter closing the gap, the boss slowing the Tiny a little bit, still not level 6, but the power spike from the Tiny matters way less than the power spike from here like gyrocopter obtaining the cooldown, which by the way he does have. Daytime comes through, it looks like Magical keeps on farming, already out leveling the Lina by 3 levels after this creep wave, so this game is looking pretty good for Mr. Magical. The bottom lane we do see Crystallize here already level 6, gets that death pact, but he's holding on for it for now, and it looks like an Arcane Curse will be spotted here by the Dark Willow. Speaking of Dark Willow, almost level 5, has a bottle, so that is a very happy Dark Willow. Pretty good level progression just now. Z3 level 4, and it looks like the IO is level 5. So both supports kinda in the same tier of level progression here. The Silencer, yeah, pretty much level 5. But look at that, the tower. The tower quickly falls. It looks like there is no rotations here to defend this. They will commit the glyph. They want to have this creep wave pressure. And although the Bane is around, he doesn't really come through to defend. And this will be probably the first tower of the game. It looks like Navi is having a pretty good one. Magical just waiting to get the perfect last hit there. He's gonna be fine. It looks like Gyrocopter ends up falling. Already a 4,000 goalie for Navi. Make it 3 after this skill here. And the game, yep, the game is a little bit wonky. The rotation from Crystallize allowing them to get the kill onto the enemy carry. There is Primal Split available, but it doesn't look like Snake King wants to use it just now, especially after his Arcane Curse and Shadow are being laid out on top of his body. Okay. In the bottom lane, we do see the rotation. Here's Camerlo. Gets the hell out of that lane. Doesn't want to be with Eternal Envy anymore, but Eternal Envy keeps on chasing that poor Gyrocopter. He wants to help, and he's gonna go bottom. Magical already level 10, just farming some stack arenas here. He's gonna even stack for himself. Looks like there is a smoke gang from Navi looking for the bounty runes. They will find 2 there in the top lane. So Navi, they will trade evenly because complexity. They did. Wait a minute, no, that is a 3-4-1. It looks like. Alright, Limp, just trying to farm, but look at this guy. Boots, double new talisman. This is not a great start. The Shadow Ward here zoning Z-Freak, and it looks like Navi, they are playing as if they're winning, and they indeed are. The gold advantage here between the TA and the laner is insane. The TA is pretty much doubling Limp right now, and although I do think Limp is probably one of the best NA players of all time, he is struggling quite a bit in this game here, not really sure what happened. I always saw Limp's performances and was pretty impressed, but it looks like Magical. He's showing that the European region might be better than the North American. The missile here zoning Navi a little bit, but it does not change that there is a 3,000 gold advantage on the side of the European team. I guess CIS team, but you guys get the idea. D2BOWIE, would you make a video on 2 Stout Shoes X meta? What's up, Impulse TV? What's up, everyone? Thanks guys for being here. I really appreciate your help towards this dream that is my casting career. The missile will be laid out on to Crystallize. They pop that black cannon, but not really that much damage, and it looks like the Clinks is going to be fine. The Bane still trying to get the level 6, has the tome, but he's actually saving the tome because he wants to surprise Navi. So they think, oh, Z-Freak is not level 5, we're fine, we're Gucci. But suddenly he just eats that little book, and he is a stronger person. So speaking of intelligence, speaking of, getting more intelligence, it looks like Silencer has 8 of that beautiful intelligence, has global suns. So unless he gets the Queen's Grip onto him, there's always the chance that Navi can commit that ult and cancel that spell. It looks like they will go for a smoke gank here. There you go. So Nico wants to utilize this global that he just learned. It looks like the gold advantage increased slightly, but no, not by an unsurmountable way. Well, let's see if they can just make this game get off the rails, just using those ultimates that the supports on the side of Navi has. And let's go. They will find Scamber low. The global is available if they want to use it, but maybe they don't even need it. That is a dead gyrocopter. Eternal Envy will be next. They do have that Arcane Curse and the Urn taking him down. That is a double kill for Navi. And this game is not looking hot middle lane. It looks like it's Magical versus Limp. He does get the LSC, but he's so slowed. Can he get out? No, he can. And the Desolator reveal from Magical will just shred the Portier. In the bottom lane, it looks like they will find the Rock Man, but every other lane struggling so hard. Global Silence still up, by the way. And it looks like they will also group up here and try and take the top tier 1 tower. Only 2 people in chat. That is my life, dude. That's my life. But yeah, hopefully, hopefully the lack of people in chat can be compensated by your boy's voice, by your boy's commentary. But yeah, everyone's watching DreamLeague. A lot of good casters over there. Bottom lane, they do send the Silencer that still has that global. I'm actually surprised, and I'm also surprised about the Arcane boots. I guess after they changed the after they changed some of the mana cost on Silencer and they reduced his mana, people think that getting the Arcane is a good idea. And also there is the fact that you have a Clinks is very mana hungry. So getting that Arcane to help your little boy Clinks helps a lot. We do see the top tier 1 tower falling, and it looks like Len are still farming here, trying to get that U-Scepter, but for now only has a winless Limp. He has a pretty hard game in his hands here. He's gonna have to impress us all if he wants to take this one. Alright, so Scamberlow has the drums of endurance that will give them a little bit of extra speed, a little bit of extra attack speed, but look at that. The speed at which Navi is playing is way faster than what Complexity can keep on following. Roshan's gonna fall 14 minutes. There's Desolator and a Blink Dagger pretty much on this TA after he finishes the camp. So how the hell is Complexity playing this? I have no idea. The global is still up. Complexity aim. You guys need to find a way of actually starting to get some kills, some objectives, because this is slipping from you guys. The Tony Illusions here defended, like they have Tony Illusions defending the tower. There's 3 heroes here and they're not taking this. They will finally send what seems to be Clinks. And let's see if we can find a kill. The Death Effect unfortunately is fading out, so I'm not sure how much damage he has, but there is a bunch of Navi heroes here. So he doesn't need to be that strong. They do rotate top, so even though they are far behind in terms of net worth, they will get a 2-for-2 Bounding Rune rotation here. But what happens when Eternal Envy? Alright, he will tether away, finding Snake King's little arms. The Blink Dagger is done for the Brewmaster, but there's still global available. 15 minutes, no global usage. And they're also starting to set up here very aggressively. They do place this ward. There is a sentry, but 20 seconds. Can Complexity find this? It doesn't look like it, so it's going to be pretty much a free ward here. It's not going to get scattered out. There you go, Tiny, with the Avalanche toss rotation, trying to do as much damage as possible, holding on to those Brambos. There you go. They will go for the Bramble split. The silence is a little bit off, and they will be able to fight. They're going to lift that Silencer up, but there you go. This is going to be de-terrorized. He looks like they did kill the Silencer, and now the toss back onto Limp. He's not in a great position. The traps just lowering him down. Eternal Envy shows up the LSA with the Nightmare, holding Magical in place. It's just the turnaround that Complexity needed. 2 heroes already dead. The Fiend's Grip after the global. They're gonna take the Aegis down. So there's a lot of damage from that crystallized Clinks. Complexity needs to be careful, but they do hold their ground. The Blink from Magical. He doesn't find the kill, and somehow Complexity take this fight. They take the Aegis, and they are in a pretty decent spot. I want to clap for Complexity, and it looks like this game it gets yeah, pretty good turnaround here. They take the fight. I mean, I think this was a pretty uncommon mistake by Sonico. He ended up using the global after the primal split, which was devastating for their fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so it looks like Snake King is going to be fine here. But we sound exhausted. I'm always exhausted, but I also wake up, so a little bit tired. You know, that's life. We gotta work. It looks like Crystallize here finishes his Diffusal Blade, so that is a huge power spike for him. Shoo. Oh, hello. Finds the Dark Willow. It looks like they will pop the shrine here, but Snake King falling very rapidly. Does not have that primal split, so he will be taking down the brambles there. Being so annoying for him to get out of the fight. It looks like the Io also dies. Ifrit being chased, whereas the Nightmare tries to go for deny, does not find it. So even though we were praising Navi, they finally get a good fight when the ults here on the side of complexity were not up. And not only they find a good fight, they're gonna find this tier 2 tower here pretty rapidly. Magical already has the blink dash as we talked about, and BKB will be next. Alright, so, okay. Middle lane, it looks like they're gonna find Scamberlow. Oh, poor Gyrocopter. The Diffusal Blade here on Crystallize, just allowing this skill to be so easy. There is no response. Even the drums usage was not enough move speed for him to get out. He is trying to get what looks to be a Heaven's Halberd. Already has the Sanj, but not enough HP nonetheless. And it looks like Navi, they're gonna group up for another tower, and the objectives keep on slipping away from complexity. The Desolator here will speed up the process, and now it looks like complexity. They want to smoke, they want to take this fight. There is Uceptor available onto the lane finally, but Blitzy already nicely positioned. They do get the vision. Can they get the LSA? Yes, they will. There is global available, but for now, they will hold on to it. They finally go, and Magical, he jumps in. Can he get the kill onto the Io? Doesn't have the attack range, but there you go. That is the primal split we were waiting for. The Fiend's Grip onto the high ground, just finding that clanks. And this is a double kill for the Bane, and now it looks like you're going for more Sonico here. They do get that damage here. They will take the Bane finally. The LSA is off the mark. They don't drop the TA from. Oh no, and now she's gonna be able to blink away because of the refraction charges, but they do find Magical. The clap is here. The LSA is also there, and they will get a 3-for-1 trade, even though Global was up. So pretty interesting. Somehow Complexity, they are taking better fights when Global is up than when Global is not. But they did lose one of their last tier 2 towers standing. And they also bought back the Io, it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so we are approaching the 20-minute mark. Snake King, it looks like he is going for a BKB. Wants to be able to ult during that global silence, although he didn't really have many problems in those fights. Speaking of the Dark Willow, that Bedlam being very effective during the fights, already has the Urn going for the Mega Urn. In fact, we'll complete the item right now. The TA still going BKB as we talked about. Tony going for Treads, it looks like. Not really. That doesn't really have a lot of farm. It looks like the Clinks going for a BKB and the Silencer for a Glimmer King. Io with the Urn going Ghost Scepter. Doesn't want to be bursted down by that Clinks and the TA. Lena with the Scepter going Aetherlands, it looks like. So that is not a very core-oriented build. And yeah, some traps exploding. Brewmaster going BKB. The Bane doesn't have a lot of items. And then Gyrocopter with his Sanj wants to finish at Heaven's Halberd. So it will be useful in the fight, but a lot of the items on the complexity side, they are not carry-oriented items, which means that the 7,000 gold lead could be even higher than it looks like. Alright. Scamberlow. Level 12. Guess the level 13. In the middle lane, we do see the TA from Magical. It looks like the game did slow down quite a bit. The Roshan still gonna take a while until it spawns. And yeah. Heaven's Halberd, done. Eternal Envy, the same level as Gyrocopter. I guess that is one of the benefits of playing the Io. The fact that since you're always, pretty much always, on the side of your Gyro, you're gonna get as much farm and, I guess not farm, but experience as him. The level 15 will be a huge power spike on the side of Complexity. It's pretty good at breaking those TA refractions. And one thing that we did not talk about is the fact that TA always falls off, especially against Gyrocopter. Oh, there you go, the Terrorize and the Brambles holding Mr. Limp in place, and that is an unstoppable streak. So 1 and 5 on the Lena against the 6 and 0. It looks like they lose the Bane somewhere else as well. The TA gets Nightmare, but I guess the projectile had already left her little hands. And the game's not looking good for Complexity. They're trying their best here to push the lanes. They're trying their best, but Navi, they're just a little bit faster. They will take the last tier 2 tower, it looks like. The traps being laid out. There is a double damage here, not really sure. Yeah, none of the teams actually have vision. Maybe Eternal Envy will get vision of it, and he's the one that gets the double damage, which is not great. Already has Haste Rune ongoing. Crystallize. Hello. This Eternal Envy dodging the avalanche. Envy, can you get out of this situation? There's a Crystallize. He's just waiting. He wants to get that. Oh no. Envy, where is your tether? No tether. And he is going to fall rapidly. Chew with the tips here. Blitzy just doesn't seem on the same level as the other offlaners. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of Navi games. Now, we do see Magical here. Has that BKB done. Roshan is going to be up in a couple of minutes, but considering how far ahead they are, they might be considering to finish this game. Disarm onto the TA, the Nightmare holding him, and now the Avalanche, the toss back. No, the Zefric Bane is going to struggle so hard. The damage here will find Zefric, and he does dodge the Terrorize with the U-Scepter, but there's going to be the trap just setting onto Limp. It looks like he will be fine, even with the Mega Iron on top of him. So they trade 2 for 1 in a way. The offlaner dying, but it looks like Magical has free reign to right-click this tower here. We see that there is a Brewmaster setting up on this side of the map. Global Silence was used, so he's looking for an angle, a time to fight. But yeah, it doesn't look like Navi will force this too much. They know that Roshan is about to spawn, and if they somehow throw this fight, it could give a free Roshan for complexity. The traps, once again, just exploding everywhere, and it looks like, yeah, Navi will disengage a little bit. Alright, they will pop the smoke. There was no vision here from Navi that this happened. So let's see how well they're gonna be able to find an opening here. Roshan still 40 seconds until it respawns. Navi, they have a vision of Magical, but no angles to fight. The smoke breaks. Zefric couldn't actually go for this, and it looks like complexity. They're just trying to get control over this area right now. They will maybe find the Dark Lord. The smoke's gonna break. Do they have vision? The LSA finds you perfectly. Limp with the predictions. The Lagunar Blade is going to be here to clap. Can they get the kill? Yeah, the balls will secure that kill, and that is 500 gold going towards Eternal Envy. Crystallize with his BKB done, so we already have 2 BKBs on the side of Radiant. But for now, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to find any openings. Roshan is going to respawn right now, so let's watch it. The birth of Roshan. There you have it. Roshan, this is the second one with the cheese on top of it. Bounty runes about to spawn. Crystallize just chilling. There's also a trap here, so it's Camberlo. Oh no, this is gonna be a double avalanche. The LSA finds 2. They do get the disarms. Camberlo just trying to grab for the bounties. He's going to die. Unfortunately, does not find that bounty. It's Crystallize that gets it. His disarm, I mean, he's good, but the slow from those traps is so hard. He doesn't have a BKB, and he just falls. He has the drums, has the Asha, but it's not enough move speed anyways. The Dragon Slave here flying out, but it looks like this will be another free Roshan on the side of Navi. And yeah, complexity, they're gonna have to rely on to their high ground defense, because for now, it doesn't look like they can fight. The lane is pushing bottom. It looks like Blitzy here is going for that Shadow Blade, pretty standard Tony build. And yeah, we're just we're waiting to see how is Navi going to go high ground. Do you just group up? Do you wait for a pick-off? How strong do you think you are right now? I think they're pretty strong, but they do have heroes that fall down a little bit. Crystallized with my King, not enough mana to use that ult, but he feels tanky enough to get out. Already has a lot of points in that evasion, so he just TPs out. Had the BKB, but no need for it. Eternal Envy. Those traps being very, very annoying. They don't have a lot of gold to get sentries here, and look at that. They're just being zoned by little traps. Eternal Envy. Oh, he looks like he wants to get the Gold Scepter, so he's not spending money on sentries. The Bane does have a couple, but there's still a lot of control in this area here. It doesn't look like those sentries will be enough. Navi, with a smoke gank of their own, with the global up, they are just looking for one little piece, one hero out of position, and that could be enough for them to finish this game off and go for game 2. So Nico tries and uses that Shadow Amulet to get high ground vision here. Bane quickly dewards it. Already had the ward right here. Even buys a Quelling Blade, knowing that when he goes for a D-ward, there is the chance that a TA could just be waiting to jump him. The trap giving some vision away from, no, they do have vision here. They do have a sentry, so Zifri could just walk. Limp, hello. He'll take it down with one boop. They will commit a smoking of their own. So a lot of centers here from complexity onto the high ground, allowing them to maintain control, at least from their base. That is the bare minimum you expect. But it looks like Chu, he might be next. The Radiant Scan does not find complexity. They're one step ahead of you, Navi. But the question is, are they one step ahead at the right place? They are looking. Scamberlow is here. But without Lena, how the hell are they going to find an opening? It looks like the Avalanche. Oh. Ooh.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. It looks like Lamp finally goes back to his base. We do see Scamberlow and Dio just chilling here. They really want Dio to get his level 15. They really need that. And now Eternal Wave will get some lane farm. Can he get level 15 out of this? It looks like he will. And this is a huge power spike. We'll get the Tether Grand Scepter bonus. But he needs to keep it back right now. The Terrorize is gonna be here. They buy back Bane, but this is a dead Brewmaster. His ult is not gonna be available. They did pop a lot of cooldowns. Even the BKB being committed onto Magical. The Glyph from Complexity. The only thing stopping Navi from chewing those barracks. He will get the ward here onto the center. No Blitzy. He jumps forward, does not find the toss back. The LC is going to find him, and they will get one kill on Scamberlow with that Aghanim Scepter, trying to disengage the overcharge from Iowa, allowing him to be tanky, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. He's going to be chewed by the TA, buyback onto that Gyrocopter direct clicks from Lamp, but this is a level 21 TA. They will wake her up, and they will get the hell out of here. It looks like they do place a ward to go for that fight, but they still hold control over their tower. There you go. Can they find Crystallize? This is an important kill because he had cheese, so they will defend, although they keep on going for those huge and costly buybacks here on the side of Complexity.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If Nafi messes up one more Aegis, they will lose. I don't think that it's that oh, hello. Sonika. I'm gonna get booped. They find a kill onto the Silencer. The gold advantage, you know, has been steadily increasing ever since I started casting the game. But, yeah, I do think the heroes fall off a little bit. It depends on the items that you go for the Clinks. It looks like he's going for the side of Ice, which is very good in terms of solo kill potential. But in those team fights, it might not matter, especially when you have a hero like Io, especially have things like the Brewmaster out to disengage. But yeah, TA is a hero that falls off. Oh, relocate. They want to, okay. They get a bounty. They will get the LSA onto this Dark Willow. Is this a kill? Dark Willow? TP out? Hello? Nope. She gets chewed up. And alright, the relocate actually works, and they will find Mr. Blitzy. What is happening, Navi? Are you giving another kill that toss away? But it's not gonna be enough. The missile finds those heroes. Eternal Envy, he is pretty low in HP, but he does not look like Navi will go for this. Alright, Zifrix is gonna be here. The global does not allow the hero to do anything, but the BKB from the Brewmaster allowing him to jump Sonico. He has the stun. He will find that hero, lifts the TA. Can they go for this kill? Oh, nope. She's going to blink away. And it looks like that is the end of the engagement. But suddenly, the age expires on that TA. 7,000 gold lead. Complexity, they are finding kills that maybe they shoot. And oh, Limp, he gets taken by that trap. Nice gold scepter onto him. They will blink with Magical. And there you go. There is a nullifier onto Magical, slowing Limp down. The Io, though, does help the Lina a little bit. They will get a call down slowing, but the BKB onto the two heroes will allow Navi to disengage. They have two dead heroes, but they will respawn very shortly. Complexity already disengaged, but Crystallize looking for the Diffusal Blade boop. And now the blink from Magical. Oh no, the disarm, the Scepter. Can they stop the TA? There is no BKB. They will have that Laguna Blade, and they will find a kill. The toss onto the Gyrocopter. Scamberlow pretty tanky. Doesn't look like Crystallize doing damage. Navi, what the hell is happening right now? You're just giving kills away, and it looks like Complexity is making complete use of it. The missile will find Navi. They will disengage. The tier 1 tower will fall. They have a glyph, but the gold advantage is pretty much non-existent now. They will group up here 4 heroes from Complexity, and they finally take this tier 1 tower that was standing for quite a bit of time, actually. Level 20 on both Envy and the Gyrocopter, so we're gonna have those juicy IO talents. Oh, GPM, give it to me, baby. And now he is going for that gold scepter. I assume he already has enough gold, maybe saving for that buyback. Oh boy. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in guys. I really appreciate everyone that's watching right now. There is an official stream with, you know, DreamLeague casters, you know, the tier of those casters is insane, yet you guys did decide to watch this stream, so I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. Now, talking about this game, it looks like the gold advantage is only 3,000, so there will be the chance that Complexity contest the next Roshan from Navi. Navi, they got 2 Aegises. They were never able to take one tier 3 tower. So, I mean, they have good siege, right? You see TA, you see Clinks, you see Tiny, you're like, sure, they can definitely get towers, but somehow Complexity, they were able to get some good engagements. I think some of the global silences this game were a little bit iffy, were a little bit off, and yeah, somehow they were just able to hold the Gyrocopter IO. Pretty strong combination. Usually the way these heroes, this combination wins is by just trampling everyone in lane and just like winning easily. That was not the case, so I'm actually quite surprised that Complexity was able to turn around. I don't think this is a duo that plays well from behind, but the Heaven's Halberd here, we were flaming it a little bit. Now a Mentor. You don't see those items on Gyro very often, but it looks like they were what Scamberlow needed to take this fight. He had have enough farming power, enough teamfight presence. He will commit a flag cannons here. It looks like someone bought a gem. The gem is bought here from Zifrik, the courier, quickly bringing it to them, and it looks like this is a smoke gang stance. There is vision from Navido. I'm not sure if they're gonna smoke under vision. They kind of retreat. I think they're gonna be fine, but his ward's gonna be here for a while, it looks like. Yeah, now finally they buy the smoke. Why don't you put a clip of your castle on your YouTube? Well, I post the entire thing there for free, so anyone can watch it. So, yes, I do put clips on it. So Nico here, they do have, look at this TA, Nullifier, MKB, BKB, Dasso. That TA is pretty much full slotted, 5 slotted. Crystallized Blitz, he will find that. Brewmaster, does he have time to BKB? No, he doesn't. And now the damage coming through, but it doesn't look like it's enough damage. And the disarm onto the TA, the BKB is completely wasted. They will get 1 kill onto the Silence, the Fiend's Grip holding those heroes down. It looks like the Gyrocopter will die, doesn't have a buyback. They did commit 1, but Magical, he's gonna be chewed by Limp. They find a kill, 4 heroes dead on the side of Navi. Somehow they lose the Gyro, but they get everyone else. And the Eternal Envy, he gets stuck here in the high ground. It looks like he TP's back to the tower. And oh no, the disarm was so costly on the TA. Blanks in, deals absolutely no damage. And even though they have those globals, even though they, I mean, were able to lock down the Brewmaster for so long, they do not find that kill. And look at that, this is Roshan when 4 heroes on the side of Navi do not have buybacks. The only hero with 1 is Clanks, and he might be trying to push this bottom tower here, might be trying to take Complexity's eyes out of Roshan, but they're already here, and I am pretty sure they're not leaving. Oh my lord, they have a Greaves onto Eternal Envy. The armor now is insane for those heroes, and it looks like the Aegis is gonna go for the Lina. They do give cheese for Brewmaster as well as that Refresher Shard. Crystallize, he's gonna get Drunken Haze, but it doesn't look like they have vision. Oh, they do have vision to keep chasing. And, no. Alright. Nullifier plus Hex is not gonna help. They need a Lincolns. I don't know. I don't know if Lincolns is what they need. I think that their heroes just do fall a little bit. And the team fight from Complexity is pretty strong. You know, you have the Overcharge. Those heroes that they have, they're all about bursting heroes down, right? Clinks is not necessarily tanky, TA, pretty much the same, so they want to jump and they want to get kills fast. But when you have things like Ghost Scepter, Nightmares, the Overcharge taking people down, Guardian Greaves, it does get a little bit harder. You know, you Scepter on the Lina, just buying time, the Heaven's Halberd. Complexity, they're able to draw those fights a little bit, and suddenly Navi, they don't really have damage once the Strafe is down, once the Refractions are down. Even Tiny, you know, pretty bursty here, doesn't even have an Echo Saber, so he doesn't off-put a lot of damage after the Avalanche Toss combo. Orchid is better than Diffuse on Clings. Debatable, but I do think Diffusal Blade is better most of the time. Scanberlow, with his level 21, it looks like he is going for that Butterfly. Already has the gold, maybe saving that for buyback, and Zifrig might be trying to set up a kill here against Crystallize. Still holds that cheese. They do ping the Bane positioning, so they might be able to find him. Z-Freak, I think you are dead, sir. He tries to go for the Fiend's Grip. He gets Shadow Warded. Can he kill Sonico here? He cannot. Lamp, though, shows up. The Global's gonna be used. It doesn't look like I have vision, but Crystallize, there is a gem onto Snake King. Can he blink? He will get the clap. Crystallize, he's getting chased. The U-Scepter will hold him down. BKB will pop by him. Can they find a kill here? There's a lot of heroes onto Navi on this bottom side, so they might be trying to go for the tower while they chase these BKB clinks. They will find a kill. The Lagunar Blade will be enough, but look at that. Melee Barracks falling. Do they have Glyph on the dire side? It's on cooldown. Lamp shows up. BKB popped onto Magical. He needs to disengage, and it looks like while they get the kill onto Clinks, they finally were able to find tier 3s, but there you go. That is a double. Avalanche Toss, Blitzy getting a lot of damage from the Gyrocopter, and the Bane buyback finds the TA in the backlines. So this is 3 heroes dead on the side of Navi. They do get a tier 3, but it isn't enough because now Complexity, they have the upper hand, and they will be pushing more towers. So there's a lot of traps. Let's see if they're gonna pop it. Oh, first, they do pop one. It will clear pretty much the entire creep wave. Can you change the minimap to hero icons? Oh boy. And there you go. Complexity, they start pushing this tier 2. The Dandy Curse, it looks like it is real. And also Nico is the hero that dies. It looks like the Brewmaster solo killed that hero. Refresher Shard, still up. Aegis, still up. Ethereal Blade Lina is here. And it looks like they are going for the tier 3, boys. No buyback. 40 seconds onto the TA. They're gonna go for this. The U-Scepter holding the Silencer down. Oh boy, Ethereal Blade Lina, Limp. He had such a terrible start onto that Lina versus one of the hardest matchups that hero has. And look at him. Ethereal Blade just memeing on the haters. And it looks like they're going tier 4s. Limp is so fast when he has that overcharge from Dio. Look at the attack range. And now Snake King, he's here level 22. The Avalanche Toss back. That is pretty much a dead Snake King. Oh boy. The throws for Complexity start adding up. They do buy back that hero Scamberlow. Oh god, what is happening here? The Mega Iron onto him. He's now very low HP. TA is going to respawn. I think you guys need to get the hell out of that lane. They couldn't really go for another lane because of the tier 2s on both side lanes. So I guess going tier 4s was the best choice. In terms of ages, they only have 40 seconds, so are they going for a smoke? Yes, they are. So they want to try and grab this game by the balls before the ages expires, but let's see if they can counter throw easily here. The creeps already removing the trap. Limp looking for the U-Scepter. They could change the game. There's no global. I mean, there is global, but the Silencer is dead, and it looks like they tried to go in. The LSA is not going to clip anyone. They had some vision here that gets quickly rewarded, and now Complexity will disengage. Although the Brewmaster bought back during that fight, I think he dropped his gem, and I think it is on to the Tiny. Yeah, this is Snake King's gem. Alright. So the Aegis expires, and it looks like we now have a 7,000 gold lead for Complexity. In terms of levels, I was so close to the level 25. Oh boy, that is a juicy talent when he gets it. The Gyro one is kind of iffy, kind of meh. Helena decided to get the Fury Soul, so even though he has the Ethereal Blade, not really going for, you know, more spell amplification. Gets the attack range talent, which is the, you know, the standard one. Bane still level 17, even though he has the Express Gain talent. Oh, it looks like there's a fight brewing up. BKB popped onto the Lina. Can they take those refraction charges down? Yes, they can. The Fear onto the Gyrocopter. The Global cancels the Fiend's Grip. Can they find the kill onto the Gyrocopter? He pops the Manta. It's not enough. He doesn't have a buyback. And now it's Z-Freak trying to look for this TA. Can they break refractions? No, they can't. Magical will blink away, but that is a dead Dark Willow somewhere else. There's no envy. He gets nullified. The damage coming through. Can they find Magical? Yes, they can. The Glimmer Cape is not going to be on time. And now the Primus from this Brewmaster. Looking for a kill. The Nightmare will set up a kill onto the Silencer. 3 heroes dead on the side of Navi. There is buyback onto the TA and no buyback onto the Gyrocopter. So I wonder whether this game is going to stay on its status quo or if Complexity will try and force it a little bit more to know if they finally get that talent. The Attack Tattered Allies start. Wait, what? Attack Tattered Allies? Yeah. So he attacks super fast now. So for now, oh, he gets the same attack range? What the fuck? What? 575? Alright, this is kind of broken, I think. Wait. Limp. He's got. Oh my god, he doesn't even need to. He could be here and he's attacking. I didn't know that. I thought he had to attack normally. What is wrong with Ice Frog? This talent is so broken. The LSA flying out. There is buyback onto the Lina. Oh, toss back the Lina in a little bit of a weird position. The Hero Blade onto herself to disengage, but the Nullify will be able to quickly remove it. They do get the Glimmer Cape onto Lina, and now the trap slowing her down. She is pretty tanky thanks to the overcharge. Eternal Envy trying to disengage, and another toss back. No limp. You don't have that Ethereal Blade this time, and this is finally the kill that they needed. They're gonna get the IO as well, and it looks like Complexity. They need to get the hell out of there. They did force the buyback, but they don't want to lose more targets too. They doesn't have any way of stopping that invest. They did a lot of damage to these midi barracks, but it will heal eventually. You know what? It won't heal this tier 4 that fell down here in the middle lane. All right, so let me just get a sip of my monster. Not sponsored, by the way. So Nico, level 18, has the GPM talent. Clinks, level 24, still doesn't have his level 25. MKB done onto him, and he's pretty close to his side of Vice. Tiny with a Blade Mail, so you don't see that very often. But, you know, considering he's big and bulky, having the Blade Mail is pretty good. With especially with that gem on top of him. It looks like the Dark Willow has a Blink to Scepter Mega Urn, also going for a side of Vice eventually, and the TA going for a Butterfly. Io with the Greaves going for, I guess, Assault Cuirass. Lina with the Ethereal Blade Shiva's Guard. And look at that, they're going for the midi barracks. They do get the Disarm onto the Clinks. The Glyph also used, but they're gonna toss this boy over here. He pops BKB, has A on disc. They're turning this around. Blitzy, your Blade Mail might not be enough, but the Glimmer Keep force them. They do get the cancel. The gem is on the ground. Silencer is dead, and this is a pretty good fight where Complexity doesn't even pop their buybacks, and now there is no global for 60 seconds, actually more, because the global just got committed.
The hidden ones have blessed me.
How can I buy monster in SCA? Dude, I have no idea. Do you guys have like Red Bull? Oh, the trap will clear the range creeps at least, and there are more traps laid out here. Yeah, this is gonna remove the entire creep of it. Oh, no, not actually. TA did not pop that trap. So we see a lot of traps being popped by Magical, just waiting. It looks like Roshan, we will see the Roshan respawn timer right now. Hello, Rosh? What? So Roshan should be up, but he's not here. What? Hello, Rosh? Are you broken? Well, I don't know. They're going. We're gonna buy back that Tony. There you go. Scamberlow taking a lot of damage. The Ethereal Blade finally buying time, but the Terrorize is there. Can they save this Gyrocopter? He needs to get the hell out of here. The Glimmer Cape, no. The Reckless are gonna be here. Oh no, Scamberlow, don't do that to me. You guys were turning this game around, and now it's Limp trying to run away. He has the Shiva's Nightmare holding Crystallize in place. It looks like he will toss the Dark Willow forward. Use Scepter onto the Brewmaster. Oh no, we'll set up this stun. He doesn't have the A on this. Has BKB ready. He will be able to pop up that clap. Eternal Envy is next to follow. And now the LSA does not find anyone from Navi, and they keep chasing for more. Somehow they find 2 kills. This game is so awkward. Oh no, and now it's Roshan for Navi. If Complexity doesn't buy back right now, this will be a free Roshan. He doesn't seem to be relocate available onto the IO, which means that even if he buys back, it does not matter. And Navi, they will get a little bit of that Refresher Shard action. They're gonna give the Aegis to Magical, and it looks like the Refresher Shard is going to be onto the Tony. Oh god. Side of Eyes done onto the Clinks. This game is dead even right now, and any team could win. We do have barracks advantage here for Complexity, but I don't think it matters. Navi, they have so much push. That Desolator hugely farmed TA, and also a Clinks. They will get the sentry down. There you go. The clap onto Magical. The Nullifier is going to be available. They don't toss that Brewmaster away, and he's so tanky. I'm not even sure it's worth it to commit a side of Eyes onto him. They will finally pop the Brewmaster split. The Global Silence is going to be here. Can they get the first life onto Magical? The Ethereal Blade does find him, and that is the first life. The Silencer already committed the Global. The LSA will find that hero. That is a second silence. They will get a Refresher onto him, allowing Magical to pop the BKB and disengage. And now Blitzy using that Blade Mail, trying to find Z3, but he's rather tanky. He's pretty already farmed right now. The Terrorize will find Elena, but the Laguna Blade flies anyways. Usurper onto Clinks. This is pure madness, Magical. Can you kill this hero? The Gyrocopter dies again. Scamberlo, what is happening with you, man? You still have that buyback, still holding on to it. The Nightmare buying time. It looks like TA will find his Bane. The Dark Willow stuck here. The Ethereal Blade finally finds the Templar Assassin, and they will commit that buyback on both heroes. There you go. I think this is a relocate. They will find the TA, but that is the only kill that they are able to find. Crystallize might find Z-Freak here. Oh no, you just bought back Z-Freak, and that is 110 seconds, and that really dissuades Complexity from just winning this game right now. They will pop the Shrine. They still have the Shrine here in the top area, even though a tier 3 already fell down in their bottom lane. Can you guys just win this game right now? You have to. You have to abuse the dieback onto the TA, or else this game gets so hard. No ages for, you know, eras. You just need to go right now. The LSA does fly out Limp, trying to push up the waves, but it doesn't look like they're gonna commit. There is a haste from here that no one, okay, Scamberlo will find that one. Yeah, they're just not going for this. They're just not going. Or maybe they are. I don't know. They're so indecisive, and now they are. There's only 2 heroes showing here. The Avalanche will not land, and Terrorize will clip 2 heroes, but the Brew boys keep on coming forward. The missile will find you, Blitzy. No, it looks like it gets taken down by the Dark Willow, and now they move forward. A lot of illusions from the Gyro. They do not have TA. Finally, the Glyph will buy extra 5 seconds, but still, TA is dead for 50. Can they finally take this down? Snake King has that low cooldown onto the Primal Split, and they keep on moving forward. The Brambles are not enough. Avalanche buying time. The Usurper holding the Tiny in place. Side of Ice onto that hero to relocate back. It looks like you're going bottom. Oh, Eternal Envy with the plays, and he has that talent. I think this is going to be an easy lane of barracks, and they were also able to get this one, but you guys are going back to that lane. I'm not sure the Gyrocopter wants to go with you. Yeah, he doesn't. This is probably a dead Io. It looks like... wait, what? Io somehow tethers away, so they're gonna get away with murder here. Maybe not. The TP is onto the Shrine. Hello, Scamberlo. The Side of Ice is gonna be here. Oh, pops the BKB. This guy is actually pretty tanky. He is very fast as well. It looks like he's just gonna be able to disengage too. They don't have the lockdown. Oh lord, they... oh no, and no, the little creeps, the range creeps, can they get this range barracks? Only... oh no, they will stop attacking. It looks like the range barracks will be fine. 115 HP onto those range barracks, but this game is just slipping away from Navi's hands. Alright, so it looks like this is a 15-minute game. They are setting up to get some bounty runes here in this top area. They still don't have mega creeps on the side of Complexity, but this game is not looking good for Navi. Double damage here. Could be Poggers if they find it. Blitzy will probably be the first one to scout it out. Hello. Oh, okay. So I think you give this to the TA or the Clinks. No, nope. Who's gonna get it? Alright. Limp. Level 25 for a while already. It looks like the Bane is level 22, so he ended up getting the enfeeble damage reduction. Very strong versus heroes like TA and Clinks. Z-Freak is pretty much online now. Snake King, they got the cooldown reduction onto the Primal Split. It looks like Scamberlo gets the homing missile charges. Nothing really new there. TA with the reflection instances, but it looks like they want to fight. It looks like this is a smoke and rotation. Navi, they're going all in, but there's an A on this here. Can you use that nullifier? They will somehow burst the Brewmaster down, but he has a beekeep. Oh no, they commit the Fiend's Grip, no global yet, and there you go. That is a double LSA. 4 step away. Can Magical survive? No, he can. He has a buyback. He's gonna commit it, but can he get into this fight fast enough? Scamberlo, that is a double damage Tiny, but he doesn't offer as much as you would think. 3 heroes dead on the side of Navi. The buyback onto the TA is meaningless. The only thing Magical can do is just push some waves. So Nico is gonna be next. This game seems to be over. No buyback on both Tiny and the Dark Willow. I don't think Navi is gonna be able to hold, but they're not going here. Complexity. They hold their ground. Huh. 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 Sure. Okay. Okay, so it looks like they might... I'm not sure what's happening.
middle tower is under attack.
I mean, I know. This is infuriating.
Are scared.
They had this game, no buyback for 90 seconds on 2 heroes, and now they die back their Brewmaster, and this game is gonna last for an extra 10 minutes. Come on, Complexity. Come on. Like, this is not nice. I do not agree with this decision. This is not cool. This is a disrespect to every viewer and to every caster that is here right now. How like, they don't even have a glyph. What is the decision of not pushing? Alright, so yeah, the Navi heroes are gonna respawn, it looks like. It looks like Climp is here. Has a Scotty. Gonna be able to kite those heroes a little bit better now. Pretty tinky Lina as well. Not gonna die to the burst of Navi. Yeah. It looks like we have a 2 Dark Willow that wants to get a side of ice, but it's gonna take a while. We ended up buying Boots of Travel, surprisingly. The Tony with the gem, the Blade Mail, Shadow Blade, doesn't really have much ever since we clicked on him. But he is going for a Assault Cuirass and buys the Plate Mail first. The clinks with an MKB. Looks like he wants to get a Divine Rapier. So this boy is going big or going home. Pretty good decision. I do think that they are lacking some damage. It looks like Sonico did end up getting a Hurricane Pike. 38 stolen intelligence. So, you know, starting to add up. The Io here with his Assault Cuirass are not doing pretty well in terms of levels. And now it looks like Navi, they're gonna start taking our shots. So even though Complexity, they pretty much had the game, now they're losing a Shrine here. And this Shrine is detrimental when the next Roshan responds, and he's gonna respawn right now. Oh my god. If Complexity loses this Roshan, I'm gonna lose my shit. And it looks like he's gonna fall so quickly. And Crystallize, he has a Rapier. He can get the Aegis. This game could be over right now. I am freaking the hell. Oh my, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. There's a double damage Rapier onto this Clinks right now. It looks like, oh my lord, this game is not going well right now. The 5,000 gold, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It looks like, I don't know. This Clinks could just win the game right now. This Clinks has the potential of winning this game by himself. So let's see how much Crystallize is going to be able to do with it. They will at least get a shrine in this bottom lane.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
Oh my god. Alright, so the gold advantage, again, dead even. This is not a fun game for Complexity anymore. They do have a lot of like level 25s, but it doesn't matter. It looks like their own power spike is now over, and it's time for Navi to take over. Dark Willow getting closer to that 200 attack speed, getting closer to a side of ice. This clinks with Rapier. The TA doesn't even have boots because of how farm TA is. Has 2 cheeses. The cooldown kind of a little bit prohibitive, so we're probably not going to see 2 cheeses in the same fight. Complexity going for some bounty runes here, but Navi, they did change evenly. They did exchange evenly, I think. And yeah, this game is crazy. Okay. Okay, Crystallize. Crystallize. You're getting into a weird area. This area is kinda dangerous, Crystallize. Oh my lord. The Primal Split is gonna be used, but they actually don't go on to him. They know about the Rapier and the Aegis, so the Primal Split is kinda wasted, but it doesn't matter. Since this Brewmaster is already level 25, the Radiant Scan will clip those heroes. They're gonna lift the TA up, and it looks like they would disengage. The blue panda just greeting them a little bit. Just being a blue panda, it looks like this is over. They are treading very slowly here, because they know how strong Complexity is. They blink away from snaking. Alright, BKB onto snaking, and they will fight. It looks like the global assassin is gonna be applied. This is a double global. This was not a good usage right there. I think he was treating Magical. He's getting chased down. Has the cheese already committed one? He's gonna die anyways. The terrorized finds 2 heroes again. Complexity are all alive because of the IO. The Tiny is gonna fall. It looks like the Rapier is still on to crystallize, but he had to disengage, and they don't have buybacks. GG flies out. The Rapier was not enough. Complexity, they take it, but it was definitely closer than it should have been. Alright guys, so this is game 1 between Complexity and Navi. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I'm having an amazing time. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate everyone that is here. I'm actually like, how the hell do we have 138 viewers? Like, it's cool. Thanks guys. I'm very grateful of you all. So yeah, guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to help me out a little bit, please watch this on Twitch. It definitely gives me the exposure. But if you can't, if you don't want to, it's fine. I will be back in a couple of minutes with the next game. Enjoy your royalty-free music, and yeah.
Do it for my old homies, they be back home, still homegrown. Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going. Running around like a jaguar, now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time. Felt it trickle into the heart of mine. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad tire.
On the road.
Oh my God, you more money. Oh my God, you more money.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart every hidden sign, taking all my roads to you. Oh, and I will fight. I will come to life, calling for all your lights, giving my light back to you. Oh, and I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh, and I've been carried, I've been dragged, and I've been lucky, torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh, because I'm coming home, coming home.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. You got me around your finger, got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I am never giving up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, play me till every beat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, you were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. You got me around your finger, got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I am never giving up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, play me till every beat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, give it to me, give it to me. Just do it again. Give it to me, give it to me. Yeah. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I never giving up. Yeah, do it again.
Don't stop, turn off the lights. Nauseous when I wake up. Don't quit, I fell for you. Don't break it in two. Long time before I knew us two would follow through. Hold out, don't give it up. Good things can come to those who wait. 'Cause you make me feel like this is for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. Break down when we're apart. Too far, I'm in the dark. Now don't fool my foolish heart. And don't wait for magic sparks. Make it work, although we get stuck on the low. Breathe out, we can't forget. Hurts like a bayonet. 'Cause you make me feel we're in this for real. And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Standing up. say, love is strong, come along, fall into my arms. Come on over, let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you, finally I can see you fall into my arms. You move the mountains in my way, make me whole, make me sway, keep me up, keep me sane, and let me love you all the same. Send in the trumpets, send them all, calling fire in the hall, come to life, let it
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. This is Game 2 between Navi and Complexity. So a lot actually. Of the casters from the DreamLeague stream I was watching, they were like, nope, there's no way that Complexity can win because it's Envy playing the IO. But there you have it. It was tough. I give you that, but they did win in a 50-minute game that felt very clowny. But yeah, let's see what they have in store for us this second time. So will Navi take it to a game 3? Will Complexity just prove they're the better team, at least today? We're gonna have to wait and see. For now, we have a couple of bans here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. But if you're not, I hope I can make it slightly better for you.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
All right. Let's see what the chat has for us. Where is Domdo? Well, Domdo doesn't play for Navi anymore. I heard that he is subbing for Lithium, which is now Vega actually, which used to be actually it is Leo's team. Leo used to be the position 4 for Virtus Pro until he got removed and replaced by Roger that used to play for Navi. So a lot of mobility against those two teams. And the first pick that Navi goes for is the Chen. Alright, so Complexity, they removed the Magnus, so I wonder if they're gonna go for those illusion cores, mainly the PL and the tier blade in the first phase. I do think that Magnus usually gets banned or picked to allow some melee cores to actually have a chance of dealing with those heroes without going for the battlefield, which is a very greedy item. You're rarely gonna be able to farm an item like that in a professional match. But yeah, let's just wait and see what Complexity has in store for us. They will get 2 picks at the same time, so hopefully a hero that can deal with the Chen a little bit, maybe a Morana that has those arrows. They're gonna go for the Necrophos first. Probably going to be an offlane Necrophos since it was picked this early, and they will also get the Earth Spirit. So none of these heroes actually deals directly with the Chen creeps, but they are pretty mobile. They do offer something that Chen doesn't, which is those quick and fast ganks. The silence is always pretty good, and it's also counter to the Necrophos. They're gonna get the Nyx Assassin, which is another Necrophos counter, and I would say decent versus Earth Spirit as well. He has a lot of AoE spells, which means that it's easy to set up a Spy Carapace and try and go for the Earth Spirit later. So yeah.
Radiant
Now I'm gonna see some bans. The Morana that we did talk about. Pretty standard counter versus those little Chen Krepos. There's also the chance of Crystal Maiden showing up, although I think now the Crystal Nova is so much better. I guess so much better is probably an overstatement, but it's usually the skill that players go for. I don't think it counters Chen that much, because then you need to learn Frostbite, and by learning Frostbite, your lane potential is so much weaker, right? You're gonna take a while to get some levels, and having that Frostbite could potentially be a nuisance to you. But maybe Complexity goes for it anyways. I don't think, like, Earth Spirit is probably not a Z-Freak hero, and I don't think Eternal Envy plays out of Crystal Maiden, so I wonder like what's gonna happen here. Alright. So how are you guys doing? You know, I don't talk enough with you guys. So let's, I'm just gonna create a poll here to make, if you're watching on YouTube, you know, and you wanna have some fun and you wanna participate, you can participate on on this poll. So, if you could own a Dota hero like a Pokemon, which one would you want? Would you own? So I guess, let's see. Heroes that are a little bit.
10 seconds.
I guess
remaining.
Winter Wyvern is pretty nice. I would like a Tony, so Tony could be an option.
5 seconds.
Or like
remaining.
cute heroes. We got like cute animal-like heroes. Ogre. I would definitely have an Ogre. Kind of creepy, but he's cute for sure. And maybe something like a Treant. Nah. Pudge is a little. Nah, he's probably Tusk. Tusk is a cutesy. There you have it. Lena, what the fuck, guys? What the
Radiant
fuck?
team
It's
pick.
supposed to be a pet. You freaking weebs.
10
Alright, Center was the last band that Navi decided to get, whereas Batrider was the band from Complexity Gaming. Surprised that they actually...
Dire team
Alright, I mean, they're going to get a Bloodseeker for themselves. First of all, Bloodseeker, I guess, doesn't get bullied as hard as other heroes against a Chen, for instance, just because he can constantly regen his HP with that Blood Rage. That being said, it is a hero that struggles against Nyx Assassin because, you know, in the mid-game, when he's farming lane with that Blood Rage, the damage potential from the Nyx Assassin goes through the roof. So you need to be careful when you're farming, or that Nyx Assassin could really be a nuisance to you. And let's see what Navi is waiting for. Guys, if you're new to me and you want to vote, you have to be on Twitch. Bowie, you ended your recent video with, I feel like my casts are getting better. That's the spirit. PMA. Love you. Thanks, I guess. Oh, 0 votes. Jesus. We do have 1 vote. Wow. Puggin is going to be the choice for Navi. Another Necrophos counter. It is a hero that kind of struggles with her spirit, but I guess the Ned Ward is very potent against that hero as well, just because he has 4 active
10
spells.
seconds remaining.
Now
5
Complexity
seconds
Gaming. What will be? I mean, I guess they need a support. Probably Envy's hero. So what do you get here against this Pugner? Against the Nyx? Maybe just get like an Ogre and you try to buff your heroes. Ogre is also tanky, so harder to be ganked by the Nyx Assassin. Harder to be ganked by a hero like Chen. But I'm gonna have to wait and see. I'm not sure how much they really value that Chen if they want to pick something that actually deals directly against the creeps. But yeah, thanks everyone that is watching for voting. It is a pleasure having you guys here. We do have a couple of votes. And now Complexity Gaming. What are you going to pick for yourself? I mean, Moran is already taken down. Crystal Maiden is an option, although I did mention that I don't think Complexity really values the hero that much, especially when it's Envy playing. I'm gonna get the Lich. That is some extra armor. Used to be pretty decent versus the Pugna because you could cancel the life drain, but now you can't. I mean, whatever, you know, sieging for Navi, it's gonna be harder because you're gonna have the ice armor. And it's also a lot of magic damage, right? A lot of burst damage. You have the Frost Blast, you have the Chain Frost, and the Slow could actually be pretty good in setting up the W's, the Blood Rite from
5
Bloodseeker.
seconds remaining.
That being said, it is also a hero that kind of struggles against the Pugner once the Nether Ward is up. So I wonder, it's also here that the Lich can gank very effectively. And they're going to pick a Lanner on the side of Navi. They already have the Pugna and the Nyx Assassin. 2 heroes that are usually countered by the Lena, and also they could ban the TA here in the last phase. So I wonder what the hell is Complexity picking? Maybe something like a Zeus, and then you safe lane the Bloodseeker with an offline Necrophos. I think the Zeus, you know, usually gets countered by the Pugna, but now the Nimbus exists. Like, there's a lot of burst potential with that hero, and it's also a hero that deals okay with the Lena in lane. But who knows? They could go for a completely different route.
Team back.
Faceless Void is going to be Complexity's ban, and the Spectre is actually here that they removed. They're going to pick the Phantom Lancer. Alright. So they don't remove the TA. They get a Phantom Lancer. It's a hero that deals with the TA. Oh, that is actually pretty good. That's such a good decision. They don't have to ban the TA if they have the PL. Beautiful. I love this. You know, when you're like, this is the hero you have to ban, but then they could actually ban something else and also counter that same hero anyways. So I like it. I really like it. And it really throws complexity off, right? Because let's say complexity had like 5 seconds of reserve time and you're like, okay, they're gonna ban TA, like you're certain of it, and suddenly everything changes and you have a very small timing window to decide what to do. And although they do have like 45 seconds, which is probably enough, I think maybe it could throw complexity off a little bit. That being said, they often pick TA in unfavorable matchups for complexity. I know that Navi played TA last time, but they could just give Lamp TA anyways. I don't know if he wants to get revenge against Magical for the game that he had. It was a pretty gruesome game. When are you going to be a procaster, boy? Well, that's not really up to me. But, okay, so it looks like Wyvern ended up winning. And now I'm gonna give you guys the option to vote who's winning in game 2 based on the draft. So you could type a Navi. I'm sorry, you could type 1 for Navi, or you could type 2 for complexity, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. As I said, Limp loves the TA. He's gonna pick it anyways. Does not care about the Phantom Lancer. They do have some answers, like the AoE from the Earth Spirit, like the AoE from the Bloodseeker, and even the Lich to some extent. Although, once that Phantom Lancer gets huge, I think it is going to be a hard game for complexity. I think this time it's Navi here that holds the late game. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Everyone, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this cast. I know how, I actually don't know what I was gonna say. So yeah, I was just trying to fill time, but I'm gonna stop trying. It looks like Navi has a lot of votes here, but it is close. Navi and complexity fans alike cheering for their teams, which is, all right, so let's go. They're taking their time here. That's kind of awkward. Guess I'll just sip a little bit of my Monster Energy Ultra, the best Monster Energy drink, by the way. The white Monster. I guess Red Bull could be better, but this is definitely the best Monster. Unfortunately, this is not sponsored, but maybe if I ever become a procaster, I can get sponsored by an energy drink company. For now, though, the only sponsor that I have is you guys. So thanks for being here. It looks like Navi won with 1 vote, so complexity fans, you should be ashamed of yourself. And yeah, let's begin the cast, boys. It looks like the Earth Spirit is already here in top lane, played by, oh boy, this is Eternal Envy Earth Spirit. This is going to be so beautiful. He's playing a lot of different heroes, and I am proud of my boy. They do ping, I guess, a sentry here. Wait, what is happening? So Nico, I guess, he was waiting for a ward. Ooh, but he doesn't find it. He does not find. He felt like he did some research. He felt like he knew the patterns of Navi, of complexity, but he was wrong. Always cool to see former Han pros as they transition from Han Limp and his brother Chessie. Yep. We do see Navi here, Blitzy plus the Nyx Assassin from Chu, so this is a position for Nyx Assassin with the core Pugner, pretty standard picks. Chen already holding the high ground here, does not have a lot of mana regen. Still holding the skill point, although I think he's probably gonna go for that level 1 Penitence. It looks like Snake King here. Did not expect a little Chen, so it looks like Navi, they get 3 bounty runes, while complexity only get 1. So Nico here already trying to set up in this area, maybe waiting to see if he can get a creep, or maybe, yeah, I don't know what the hell he's going for here. Usually, the chance they do learn a level 1 Penitence. We see complexity, Eternal Envy already here. Not really sure what the hell he's doing here. Huh. Oh. He wraps around. Going back, I guess he wanted to see if someone was trying to go for a career kill. It does not look like Navi cares about it. And for now, this is going to be a Magical versus Limp lane. Let's check the last hits. And the nice lag. I don't think I am lagging, guys, but if I am, please let me know. Bottom lane, we do see Scamberlo with his Bloodseeker. That's a huge creep wave. In fact, he actually didn't learn any spells, so that is interesting. There's just saving the skill point in case he needs the W. They could always set it up with this Frost Blast. That is a pretty decent move speed slow skill that the Lich has. But for now, oh, the TA gets LS8, but it looks like the reflection will allow, the refraction will allow, oh, hello, Limp. Now you're taking a lot of damage. You will be forced to pop that self. Waits for the last right click from Magical. It's gonna be fine. Actually, no Dragon Slave here. Only gets the LSA, and now Sonico, he is holding a Wild Wing Reaper, so he did not learn the penitence here, just wants to zone those two heroes with his chicken. Nice deny right there. Oh, let me take the pole out. I think I did not. I actually did take the pole out. It doesn't look like I am lagging. Thank you very much, guys. Bottom lane, we do see Z-Freak here just booping Blitzy a little bit. And in the middle lane, it looks like it's pretty even in terms of CS here. Actually, more denies onto Magical. So, although this lane should be won by the TA, what is happening here is that Magical is constantly getting LSAs on top of Limp so that he can actually deny and get more CS. That's a pretty interesting approach. Getting the LSA, no Dragon Slave, right? Everyone that plays Lina always gets Dragon Slave. It feels good. You can just get a lot of CS with it. But once you're against the TA and you don't really get the damage onto that hero because of the reflection, getting the LSA is actually a nice and neat idea. Magical with the... I might make a video about this matchup, actually. Well, since that is not happening right now, it looks like... we're just gonna be casting the game for now. Scamberlow constantly drawing aggro here. He's not doing great in terms of CS, but it looks like the Pugner is also not doing great. Frost Blast secures the little one, but it looks like deny onto the range creep will come through. Blitzy very, very fast with those fingers, with those scaly little fingers. Snaking everyone else kind of tied up in terms of CS. It looks like the Pugner is the one that is kind of like below everyone else, but the game is relatively even. It looks like Limp is actually struggling more than I expect in this laning stage. He's actually behind in levels, and a lot of it comes from Magical's prowess here in this middle lane. I think he has been playing pretty well now. Snaking, the gap will close. Crystallize has one level of the Phantom Rush, but yeah, game's gonna be a little slow for now. Chan doesn't really offer a lot of kill potential when he's just like zoning the lane using creeps. He doesn't really have a Hadouken creep or anything, and he's also out of big creeps just because it looks like they were farmed. The Death Pulse zoning that Chan a little bit. We might see some sort of rotation or play in the middle lane once the TA gets level 6 or the laner gets level 6, but for now that doesn't seem to be the case. This lane is probably the most likely to have first blood just because of the burst damage that the Crepify gives the both Pugna as well as the Nyx Assassin. Could set up that Impale pretty easily for them. Crystallize just chilling here, kinda pops his Phantom Rush unwillingly, and that is a very common problem with the hero. The Nether Blast gonna fly out, but it's only level 2. Not that much burst damage. And now Scamberlow here will get a lot of creeps for himself. Already has a shtick, very useful versus heroes like Pugna and Nyx, and also has the Quelling Blade. He's gonna be fine. The range creep here will be denied. Middle lane, it looks like the TA might be going for a pretty aggressive play here. Magical. The deny is coming through. The LSA is not gonna land. And look at that. Lamp finally showing who's boss here. Does not want to lose a lane for a laner. And he will take some extra damage here just because he is out of refraction charges. Should de-rotate. Trying to go for some body blocks here. Can they find the TA? He doesn't look like they'll go for it, even though he has an arcane rune. And now it's bounty rune time. It looks like this is going to be a pretty even trade. Navi getting 2. I heard a roll here. Can they find Sonico? It looks like the last boop will get it, and I was wrong. First blood in the top lane, the turn Envy with the roll, and it looks like Complexity also get 3 bounty runes, so very good start for the North American team in this game. Nice, the Crepify here, always constantly forcing Bloodseeker away from those creeps, and even then, he is top of the CS, so Navi doing a good job, but maybe not good enough. Snaking, getting some denies, just zoning Crystallize a little bit with that Heartstopper aura. Pretty annoying skill. It looks like Sonico did smoke up, trying to go for a play here. He has a Purge creep, so So that could be enough to slow Limp down. A trap's gonna be laid out here, and there you have it. This crypt is not fast enough. The penitence gets laid out, but yes, it's not gonna work. They do get a sentry, so the sentry wars begin. Not only they're gonna take this ward down, they're gonna take the traps, but there is no sentry there, so that trap will live for now at least. There's also a double damage rune here that gets scouted by Magical thanks to these wards, so he will rotate towards that rune for sure. And yeah, Snaking is slightly behind in terms of levels compared to Crystallize, but I don't think he cares. He has that Fairy Fire, he has the Magic Wand, and a Ghost Shot. It's pretty hard for the PL to actually get a solo kill right here. But yeah, I think the last hits are not... No, 29 last hits, 6 minutes in. It's not impressive, so there's been a lot of poking, but not a lot of kills and not a lot of right clicks overall. Scamberlow finally pops that Blood Rage. I think he kind of missed time. Oh no, I guess the stun duration for Spike Carapace is just too low. And now it looks like they're fighting Crystallize here. The Purge Creep does slow Eternal Envy a little bit. He has the row. Will go for the nice Doppelganger, dodging it. But how are you going to dodge that kick? I don't think you will. And it looks like they will find the Chen. And now Crystallize battling Eternal Envy. He is rather tanky though. And there's not going to be a kill. They get the Chen and no counterplay. So very well done here by Complexity. Already 2,000 gold ahead. Already 2-0 on the scoreboard, and Z-Freak does get level 5. That is one of the beauties of having a Chen. You just get a lot of experience here. He is going to have the Chain Frost pretty early into the game. Top lane, it looks like a roll away from Eternal Envy, but overall pretty slow game here. Not that much action. Ooh. The Penitence onto Snaking. The Spirit Lance will fly out. Death Pulse just boops Sonico. Okay, boys. So yeah, the game kind of slow. Not really sure if there's much to talk about here. Both teams just feeling each other. It looks like Lamp finally recovered a little bit in this laning stage. The LSA tactics was pretty good, but can they go for Magical? It doesn't look like Limp can. He will awkwardly disengage, but maybe Z-Freak. Maybe he is the one that can actually find a kill. There is no vision from Complexity that this rotation is happening. I'm sorry, for Navi, the rotation is happening, but it looks like Lena just rotates to the shrine, feeling a little bit uneasy in that middle lane. This game is so fucking boring. Yeah, for now it is, but you know, once we get some level 6s, once the Rupture starts being used, once the Life Drain is available, the Vendetta, there's going to be more action, guys. I am trying my best here to hype this up, but it's just Krepos dying. Oh, there you go, finally a rotation. The Penitence with that Purge Creep. Oh, and they're gonna get the stun. This Purge Creep is so good because the Necrophos couldn't really pop the Ghost Shroud. And once he could, he was already too low, doesn't even try. I guess he was also stunned. So the rotation from Scamberlow to the top lane happens, but it was not fast enough to really punish Navi after killing that Necrophos. In the middle lane, it looks like Limp is still top of the CS, so the two heroes from Complexity, the two cores, the position 1 and 2, ahead of the pack, and the Necrophos actually doing the same as the Pugner. So having a pretty decent game overall. There is finally Reaper side available. But yeah. Oh, that is an WhatsApp message. Okay. Okay. Top lane, it looks like Scamberlow constantly looking for a Rupture target, but he feels like there's a little bug just hiding here, and he is right. Level 7 finally acquired onto that Bloodseeker, and a rotation from Magical here has a salve. It looks like the bounty runes are about to spawn and he wants to be a part of it. No bottom, Delina, that is very surprising. But I guess he did not go bottom because the TA traps offer so much pressure. Like, you can always use the traps in a way where Delina cannot walk up to the runes, or if she walks, she's gonna... Oh, speaking of traps, already one being used onto Magical. It doesn't look like it's gonna do much, but they do have a smoke here onto Z-Freak with that Chain Frost available. So let's see if they can get this rotation going. It looks like Navi, they also want to go for one, but Z-Freak, He is hiding here, and I'm not sure Navi knows about it. Oh no! The Rupture finds Crystallize. He will go for the... Oh, there you have it. The Blood Right will land, but they do get a Laguna Blade here onto Scamberlow. The last right click will be enough. Z-Freak, there's a lot of damage from that Chain Frost, but not enough to actually kill Magical. And he looks like Eternal Wave might be next. He has the roll of Abel. Can he roll himself away? No. That is a double kill for the laner, and it looks like Navi, they strike back at least in the scoreboard. They did open up time and space for Lamp to clear the tier 1 mid tower, so Navi, they only get kills, whereas Complexity, they're already going for those beautiful objectives. In terms of net worth, it looks like every single core on the side of Complexity, they're ahead, and oh boy, oh, give it to me, baby. Oh, look at that. Look at this porn camera right here. The poor little Prowler. Okay, it looks like the Shen dies, but no one cares about him. We care about that Ancient Stack. It looks like there could be more battling going on. The Reaper side was used, probably allowing the Chen to end up dying, and Lamp just keeps on farming this beautiful Ancient Stack right there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
People may not notice, but Chen has 214, so much experience denying his lane phase presence. Yeah, that's pretty good, but what about Z-Freak? He probably got a lot of denies too, and they don't count. So, you never know. Now, it looks like Mr. Blitzy here, already level 6, going for the Nether Blast and the Decrepifies. No points in the Nether Ward just yet, allowing the Necrophos to play pretty happy, and he's already going for the magic reduction build, so he doesn't want to be affected by the Nether Ward too much. It looks like the magical Lina finds this kill when they smoke straight away, and oh no, they might be able to find Lamp here. They ping it out. The smoke's going to break. They place a ward in Lamp. You are going down. Most likely the LSA is gonna be here, and Navi, they played slow. People were saying the game was boring, but Navi, they hit that bottom up. They start playing Dota 2, and they are able to find the TA. They also place a sentry on that camp, kinda slowing the farm speed from the TA, and now they want to group up and get this tower. Can they do it? We already see a lot of heroes rotating up. Z-Freak is the first hero to TP to this tower. The Penitence slowing, snaking down. The Decrepify is gonna be here. The stun from the center. A lot of damage, a lot of burst. They are going to lose that hero. Blitzy, are you lucky enough to get away? No, the Chain Frost is not gonna bounce fast enough. Scamberlow looking for a Rupture target, but there's a laner here just waiting to get an LSA. It's going to land. The Blood Right giving vision. They're gonna send the Lina back, and Navi, they play Crisp Dota, and they're gonna get... Oh, look at that. He hides behind his little tree and gets out. So Navi, they get away with murder. They get a lot of kills. They don't really get any towers for now, but they are getting a bunch of kills, and that does buy time for this Phantom Monster to farm. He was actually struggling a little bit here, still behind the Necrophos in terms of net worth, but quickly recovering since Navi is getting so many kills and forcing rotations to other lanes. Okay. Alright. Limp, level 12. Looks like he's gonna get himself Blink Dagger. So he's ready to rumble. The trap here does not find the laner. Lina looking for the rune. Is he gonna find? Oh, that is a double damage. Actually denies it, knowing that there is most likely a trap there, and he doesn't want to march forward. So very smart of the Lina. I mean, I guess she was full mana and HP doesn't have a bottom anyways, so getting that region doesn't really help at all. So just wanted to take it away from the TA, and now snaking once again could be in trouble. The ward will reveal his positioning, and he is trying to farm here effectively. They are constantly pinging him out. Another ward, look at that. They really want to get vision, but snaking, he's in a good spot. No heroes to help him for not. For now, the Hood of Defiance could make this gank very hard, and he's not going. He understands. Look at that. Navi, though, they play very, I guess... Oh, there you go. Top lane. They're gonna TP some heroes here. They do have vision, obviously, with the two wards being placed. Earthspirit doesn't have a reveal. The row will find the Chen. He kind of sidesteps it. Whereas the kick, it's going to find Sonico. They do ping him out, but the body blocks from Eternal Envy plus the Ebola is probably going to be enough. Hand of God's going to be committed. Do they have what it takes to find this kill? No. The Chain Frost will bounce back, and it looks like this is the first kill of the game. Lich trying to disengage. The Life Drain is not going to find him. The Usurper onto Eternal Envy. Can he get the LSA? Yes, he can. Envy, you're most likely going to die. No, that is a double kill, and that is an unstoppable streak for Magical. As it happens, it looks like Lamp was farming a little bit. The gold advantage still on the side of Complexity, even though they're finding so many kills for Navi. Let's see if they can finally group up and get a tower. Snaking is already set up. There is no catapult here. It looks like Navi ended up losing their catapult. But anyways, it looks like this will be the first tower that Navi will claim in this game. Congrats. Little clap for Navi, if you may. And it looks like Lamp is going straight up Desolator. Has a Blink Dagger, so it's harder for them to actually gank him. But and it's also easier for him to chase the Lina. Look how many traps are being laid out. Just wants to get vision off that Lina as much as possible. Alright. Chen, level 6, was hitting the little Thunder Hide. Oh, hello. It looks like Scamarello gets scouted. He disengages, builds a Nyasha, and now wants to get a Blade Mail. Interesting decision here. Interesting item decision. Snaking with that hood, as we already talked about. It looks like 4 steps are going to be the next choice. Oh, shoot. Oh, but they have a sentry. Scamarello actually doesn't commit the Rupture. Finally goes for it. Nice Spike Carapace. Do they have the kick? Yes, they do. They will cancel that TP, and that is an easy and a quick kill on the side of Complexity. So nice center here was used to deward the camp, so they should know that there is vision here. But I guess the Nyx feeling slightly too overconfident, and another tower falls. It's now Snaking, getting one for free. Also has that Basilius going, giving him some extra mana regen, and the 4-staff gold is already there. Lina has the Usurper. Could be looking for this little... Alright, there's going to be Usurper. The hood is popped. It's not going to get dispelled by that Usurper. And look at that, Lamp shows up. Magical. I think you got debated a little bit here. There you have it. That's going to be a Blood Right being laid down. And this is a killing spree for the Bloodseeker. So the game... still a little bit slow. I wouldn't say there's like a lot of action going on, but we finally see Complexity going for a move. They're gonna get the kill onto the Lina, and the Hood of Defiance definitely paying dividends here, making this Necrophos so tanky. There was no way that the Lina could get the kill. Now Lamp will place a trap over there, but trying to find an opening here. Probably should go for the Necrophos. Oh, nice Impale. Tries to go for the double one. Doesn't find it. They will get the slow with that Spirit Lance. There is the Fusel Blade available. No mana onto the Necrophos. Do they get the stun with the center? I think they did not. And now the Blood Right being applied. Can they get the Blood Rage? And the Rupture. They will find one target here. I'm not sure this is enough damage. The Impale onto the Necrophos. They will send the Lanner. And can Snaking disengage? I'm not sure the trap. This TP is so slow. The Blood Right will zoom them away. And it looks like this is a very long fight where no one actually dies. Please use English. Yeah, I am speaking English, but I do not speak great English. So, guys, if you do not like this cast, there's a lot of other casts you can go for. Especially the DreamLeague official cast. We have a lot of top-tier casters. So, yeah, I can even provide you guys the link if you're interested. For now, if you want to watch, that is the best extent of my English. I'm sorry if it's not, okay. It looks like they're trying to go for a Blitzy here. The kick from Eternal Envy. Where's that kick? It's not gonna land. That was awkward. They do get the silence onto the Pugna, but a rotation from the Nyx. They're gonna find the Bloodseeker here. Now they're turning this around. Nice Chain Frost bouncing around, but it doesn't look like it has enough damage. It actually goes onto the Pugna, goes back. Jesus, that Chain Frost is going crazy, but they won't find any kills, and now Magical, the Usurper stops the row from EE, and it looks like he is going back to the Fountain. Alright. They do get the poor Eternal Envy here, 0, 4, and 4 for now. Struggling a little bit in impact. It looks like his Earth Spirit still needs a little bit of a, a little bit of a fine tune to it. Oh, nice blink away from Lamp. The Phantom Rush is not going to be enough to lock that TA down. But, he just transitioned to playing support. And Earth Spirit is definitely a hero that takes a long time to get used to. We see a TP here from Eternal Envy once again. has, yeah, maybe wanted to get the bounties, but he was not fast enough. His respawn timer definitely making that a little bit harder. The gold advantage is pretty much negligible to this point, and Limp actually ended up going first item BKB, so no Desolator. Doesn't want to have his mana drained, doesn't want the Decrepify being a problem, so completely gives up onto the Desolator. Now that is an interesting build, and I think that is a good way to play against the Lina, the PL. After all, we did say that this was not a great EA game, so I think adapting is definitely the right choice if you really want to play the hero. Limp still farming pretty well ahead of both PL and the Liner, but you can see that the PL already surpassed this Bloodseeker by quite a big margin. He could go for a Radiance eventually, but for now he's going BKB, and it's gonna take so long for him to complete that item. The Dire Scan completely reads what Complexity wants to do, and let's see if they're gonna find anyone. Oh, what? Huh. He just boops the Lina.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, so Blitzy here, Dagon level 1. Usually not the greatest item versus TA just because she has the refraction, but oh, there you go. They're gonna find a row here. Can they get the kill onto Saneko? They will find the first one too. It looks like he's still under the guise of his vendetta. There's not gonna be any sentries there from Complexity, and the next SS is gonna be fine. So they only find the support. That's not the end of the world by any means, and it looks like Complexity, they still hold this mid tier 1 tower. They did lose 2 towers in the bottom lane thanks to that Pugner being so pesky, but as I was saying about the Dagon, having Dagon when you have the PL is pretty good because you're always gonna burn through those reflection charges. It does look like they find Mr. Pugner over here. Where is the Dagon? Well, there it is, but definitely not enough damage. And the Blood Right plus the rotation of pretty much every single Complexity hero finds that kill. It does open up the mid tower though, so they need to be fast, they need to be careful. Where is your Ice Armor, Lich? There you go. It will make this tower harder to bring down. Roshan is available. I don't think Complexity can actually do it really fast because they don't have a Dazzle on the TA. And Navi, they have a decent Rosh lineup, but they also don't have a Medallion. Yeah, they don't. This is a very poor Chan. So, for now, it doesn't look like that is an option for both teams, which makes the game a little bit slow because no one actually has that the Aegis to try and go for a more aggressive plays. For now, there's just a lot of farming going on both sides, and it looks like this PL is going straight up for the Heart of Tarrasque. Already has the river here. No Mentor. He just wants to tank up. After all, there's not a lot of items that will deal with that Rupture, right? So just getting the Heart might allow the Phantom Lancer to live through the Rupture and then also regen back and fight afterwards. It's also good versus the Thirst. Having that HP regen really allows you to never have to go back to the base. And when you are against a Bloodseeker, you don't want to have that Thirst coming through. Magical is a way better than Lina, than Limp, like miles better. You know, I am a Limp fanboy, but I have to say, in both games, I think Magical surprised me. He's been playing insanely well, honestly. I think he's very good in lane mechanics, though. Like, I don't think he was able to deliver that much as the game unfolded later. You know, he got a lot of farm, and he's mechanically skilled, but I still think that maybe Limp is a better player overall, you know, in terms of playing around his team, maybe in terms of itemization. And now Complexity, even without the Desolator, will try and Rosh. They do have the benefit of that Blood Rage onto Roshan as well as the Ice Armor, which makes Roshan weaker. So they are trying to set up for this while Navi sets up for this top tier 2 tower. And let's see if this is going to be fast enough. They do have Eternal Envy nicely positioned. He pops his own smoke, trying to scout any rotations from Navi, and for now it looks like he's gonna be fine. They do have the Lich showing, so I guess Navi thinks that everything is Gucci, everything is fine, and there you have it. This is going to be a Roshan for Complexity, the first one of the game, and Limp is the one that grabs the TP, the row, whereas the kick actually does find a hero that was TPing, but not fast enough to actually cancel, allowing Suniko to finally go for his own TP. So although they do get Aegis, they don't punish the tower that was taken down, and we already see so much deep vision here by Navi. Look at those wards, they are everywhere, and it doesn't look like Complexity has any idea of where they are. Now Navi, constantly rotating the blink from the Nyx, does not find Zephyr here. A 4-step from Snaking, saving that boy, and that is a turnaround. Eternal Envy gets the kick. Can he find the Liner? It doesn't look like they have vision. Oh no, they do, and this is going to be a Reaper side. I think they don't even commit the Reaper side. They're gonna get the Nether Ward out, and it looks like Lina is going to be the only the only victim of that rotation. They did get the tower though, so Navi getting a bunch of those little towers, but the good advantage is still on the side of complexity. Maybe out-farming the Navi heroes a little bit, and obviously their erosion that they just acquired. Alright. Bottom lane, we do see Limp here with his level 19. Wants to get an Orchid, so completely disregarding the Desolator. Interesting decision. I guess the silence is pretty good versus a lot of heroes, especially those supports that don't have Uceptors like the laner. Nyx only has this Blink Dagger, and the Chen is just a poor boy. He's going for a Buckler. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, he already has the Buckler. And Snaking, 4 staff, Blink Dagger, a lot of mobility there. Looks like he wants to tank up next with a Heart of Tarrasque. Pretty hard to actually use the Reaper side because it's going... When he's level 18, the Reaper side costs 500 mana, right? And this Nether Ward will reflect, once it's level 4, twice the damage, which means he's going to be taking 1000 magical damage by just using his ult. So, you know, getting the Heart of Tarrasque is pretty important, even though he already has some Hood of Defiance magic reduction, and once he gets level 20, he's also probably going for the magic resistance talent. Now we do see complexity here, just chilling. There is a Nyx giving vision. There is a Pugner maybe waiting to cut up the wave. This Pugner build kind of weird. I'm not sure if I agree with this level 1 Dagon into the Uceptor. I guess the Uceptor is good now that he knows that this TA is going for that annoying Orchid. Middle lane, they will get the jump onto Eternal Envy. Goodbye. Gets taken down. The applause from Magical. It looks like Clamp is fighting a couple of Chen creeps here. Very valuable Chen creeps, by the way. It's gonna take a while until he gets so many of these. Oh, Blood Ray. So Nico gets taken now. Doesn't look like he's having the greatest Chen game of his life. Scamberlow with the BKB down. It looks like he's going for a Maelstrom. So no Radiance, at least for now. But since he didn't bought any of the components, I think he might be waiting for... Nope, he buys the Maelstrom. I felt like he was maybe waiting if he could get away with Radiance. But he is going straight up for that Maelstrom item. The Aegis still on to the TA, finally completes that Orchid, so they're probably ready to go. I wonder how much they're going to wait to go for, you know, maybe a tier 2 or maybe a smoke gank. They've been waiting quite a bit for an Blitzy. You need to be careful because there is that Orchid. It actually gets pinged out here by the Chen. Take care with the Orchid from Limp, Mr. Pugner, and he is, yeah, he's gonna hide. Radiant scan here in the stop area, and they do find Mr. Magical. Scamberlow, yeah, he disengages, and it doesn't look like Magical will find the opening that he was waiting for, even with that cast range talent. Alright, okay. Lamp might be interested in going for Blitzy here. The Orchid is gonna be laid out, but Uceptor gets completed. That was a bait. They bait him as the Uceptor came. Limp felt like he was fine. They do get the Reaper sight. They don't get the Reaper sight kill. Still, quite a nice bait here. They will find a Eternal Envy. Oh, Jesus. Eternal Envy. And now these Aegis must be taken down. Can they get the Nether Ward? Yes, they can. The Aegis is gonna proc, but where's the entirety of complexity? They are finally here. They do get a Blood Right going. It looks like Limp wants to fight, blinks forward, but the Spike Carapace from Chu, he didn't have enough time to use that Orchid, and now they will finally get it. They have the dust. They will find this next assassin. Hidden Blood is not enough. They get 2 heroes on the side of Navi. They did lose Eternal Envy, as we talked about, but the winners of this engagement are complexity. Now, can they take some towers? Can they make pressure? It looks like pause is gonna come through, and they are leaving, so yeah. Lag. Alright, let's get a poll going here, guys. Who is the best cook out of these players? Eternal Envy, CCNC, RTZ, and I don't know, another weird player. Maybe, okay, I think Grant. Who's the better cook? Alright, so Eternal Envy is still lagging apparently. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. I know we had some problems here with the cast, some problems, but we will be back shortly, and you can always participate here in the poll. Guys, if you're on YouTube and you want to vote, you need to be on Twitch, so Make sure to drop by. The link is in the description if you want to follow. But if you can or if you don't want to, you're fine. You're just gonna find out who is the better cook. Grant is a noise. What? Can you say Arturito like you say in your videos? Well, just did. Just read your message, bruh. Alright, it looks like Eternal Envy did reconnect. So if you want to vote, you have to do it right now because I am going to take the poll out in a couple of seconds. So, oh my god, I am so stiff here. Alright, so who's winning? It looks like we have a pretty decent battle here between Arteezy and Eternal Envy. Alright, and we are back. Arteezy wins. Congrats. Let's see. Let's keep on casting here. Oh wait, EE actually won. Oh no, it's a tie. Whatever. Alright, so they get some kills. They lose the Aegis, they don't get tower. I think this is more than good enough for Navi. They were able to defend, and now... How are we doing the items here? It looks like the Shadow Blade Scepter for the Lena is up, and now she is going for a BKB with a casual plate mail. Pretty interesting build, I like it. Next Assassin going for the Giga Urn. Pugna with the Scepter, so now can dispel that Orchid. I really like the way that he played here in the bottom lane. The Phantom Lancer pretty much... Wait, so he ended up going for the Manta before the Heart, so he gets the Manta, just got the Reaver to tank up a little bit. Interesting. And the Chan with that Buckler buys a shit ton of Sentries. Poor boy does not catch a break. Bloodseeker with that Maelstrom. It looks like the Sanj is going to be the next item. So very discombobulated build here. It looks like they want to try and posture for this bounty, but the Nether Ward already zoning complexity away. So do you want to fight into that Nether Ward? I don't know. They actually have a lot of good vision here with those wards. They're maybe waiting for them to finally engage. Scamber low, looking for an opening. It doesn't look like he's engaging just now, but there you have it. That is an LSA in Scamber low. You are gone. And now they're going to lose Eternal Envy. Most likely they're going to buy back that hero, but Eternal Envy, he cannot catch a break. He doesn't even land one skill into this fight. The BKB preventing the kick. They finally find Soneko. The sendback is not going to be fast enough, and they do get a kill onto that hero. Can he find the Rupture onto Crystallize? They don't have a cancel. The Force Death for Snake King didn't have enough mana for the Reaper side anyways, and this is a 2-for-1, but the bounty... Oh, Jesus Christ. You seem like someone over 5k. I'm not sure if you're talking about me or someone in chat. Fan of your educational vids, bruh. Hope you keeping up. Maybe you can show Lena's become a viable pick now. Well, I think Lena is an okay pick. I think kind of overpicked, but I think the hero is definitely viable. Anyways, it looks like we are back. Scamberlo with his level 19 did buy back, so gonna take a while until he completes that Sanjin Yasha. Lamp already level 21. Did he get the Dispel here? He got the armor reduction. Dispel, decent this game. You have the Penitence, you have the Decrepify, you have the Diffusal Blade even, but he decides that he wants the minus armor, so he's just going for those Damage Arena talents. He will farm the poor little satyr here. And yeah, there you have it. The Earth Spirit from Envy. I gotta say, I am not impressed. I don't usually like to flame pro players, but he has been struggling quite a bit. Z-Freak though has been playing the Lich 1-1 and 5, doing his best. And it looks like now Complexity, they're going to rotate over here. The Smoke of DC is now ready for the Earth Spirit. And not sure if they want to go for any type of rotations. The Roshan respawn timer is getting pretty close, so I wonder if they want to get control over this area, if they want to lay out some wards. They do not have a lot of it around here besides this trap and the sentry. And yeah, the game is kind of passive right now. Looks like Chu commits his vendetta. Looks like Phantom Lancer is getting pretty close to the heart, but probably wants to save for buyback double damage TA. That is pretty poggers. Looks like just trying to battle the PL illusions for now, but those reflection charges are not gonna be able to withstand the Manta illusions from that. Oh, that is a Rupture onto Magical. He pops the BKB, doesn't have a TP. There you go. That is the BKB from the Bloodseeker. The Laguna Blade is there, and now Eternal Envy looking for more heroes. So he's already thinking ahead. Doesn't find another one, but pretty good call. They find Elena. She was trying to commit that little Shadow Blade around. Look at the vision here from Navi. You have so many wards around the jungle, so the Lina felt like she was safe, but didn't really have vision here. And this area is pretty dangerous. They do find the Lina, and look at that, they're gonna find the Chen. So Nico falls once again. So both Nico and Envy struggling quite a bit this game. 0 and 7 and 1 and 9. Very poor performance by the two players. Alright, so who will win? I don't know. This game is pretty even. The game is kind of passive. I'm waiting for that huge team fight. You know, they have the Pugner, they have Phantom Lancer, but this Phantom Lancer has been farming. I guess, assume he thinks that if he gets big enough, there is no hero on the side of complexity that can actually deal with him. And he is partially right, I think. They don't really have a Radiance onto the Bloodseeker. He's now going for this Lincoln Sphere. So I guess one thing to talk about Scamberlo is how his builds are very unorthodox. I think he's definitely being a little bit influenced by Eternal Envy. Now, yeah, I think I think the Lincolns is okay. I'm just afraid for this Phantom Lancer because complexity, they don't have a lot of tools already with their picks. You know, there's like a kick, but Earthspirit is dying first every single fight. There is no Radiance, there is no Crimson Guard. I guess Necrophos could go Radiance later, but for now he's farming just hard and it's gonna take a while. He's not farming that much anyways. So yeah, smoke gang coming from the side of Navi. Roshan is up. Already glorious here with the cheese now in his backpack. And Navi, they go towards this tower waiting for someone to respawn, but it doesn't look like Complexity is interested. By the way, they're getting some vision here onto this high ground area, so they're just gonna wait it out. If Complexity tries to join the Roshan pit, which they might be going for right now, they do get the stun onto the Eternal Window. Laguna Blade just removes him from the game, but they will get the BKB onto Limp. They get the dust here, trying to battle. They will find the Reaper Sight onto this hero, so that is a dead Nyx assassin for 90 seconds, no buyback. The buyback from Eternal Envy being quite valuable. They do not find Magical, so I wonder if Complexity will be able to rush or not. The LSA will not find Scamberlo for some reason. I actually felt like he did land, and somehow they also find Mr. Chan. I don't know what he was doing here, guys, running away. Had this ward here. They pinged the ward, by the way, and they will remove both the sentry and the ward. Nicely done here by Scamberlo. He was the one that was frantically bringing in the high ground. So can Complexity rush out of this fight? I think they're pretty good, but there is some pressure here in the bottom lane, and there is a lane of catapults marching forward, although it's going to take a while. So yeah, it looks like Complexity, they will show. They're not gonna go for the barracks. Oh, hello, Eternal Envy. This could be a dieback. The LSA will find you. There is a lot of damage coming through. 4 step away. Oh no, the slow from Snaking is not. Oh, blinks forward. Finds Blitzy here. Doesn't have a cancel. The Nullifier from Limp will stop the little Pugner. So they lose Eternal Envy, but they do find a better kill. And alright. Oh, it was a Manta dodge. Alright, sorry. I couldn't tell. Okay. Scamberlo. Going, it looks like he's not going Lincolns anymore. It looks like he's going for a Mjolnir, which is definitely a better item against the Phantom Lancer. They get the Nullifier again, and Lamp, godlike. How are you a godlike TA 36 minutes in versus a PL? Like, tell me how you do it, Limp. Tell me, because I do not know. And this TA, you know, very awkward build, skipping the Desolator completely. Second item BKB, you rarely see that. You're like, well, the TA is not gonna scale. Just going BKB, just gonna have a tough time. Nope. This is a 9-1 TA carrying the hell out of this 0-9 Earthspirit from Eternal Envy. But for now, even with all of that, it doesn't look like they will Roche. There's a lot of PL illusions here, constantly draining their mana, constantly being a nuisance, but they will get vision. The TA trap explodes, and there you have it, crystallized. Oh, nice. Doppelganger dodging the Nullifier. Now Lamp is going to be forced to disengage for a while. Still has an 8-second BKB duration, which is respectable for such an early BKB. And it does tell the story of this game. Pretty passive one, with just a lot of poking and just a lot of feeding from both fives when they are trying to go for wards, and then they just get killed, unfortunately. Now, It looks like they're getting a lot of vision here. Smoking from Navi. They will go for this. BKB is going to be popped onto Magical. BKB popped onto Scamberlo as well. The Rupture is going to be here. Limp finally gets taken down. His godlike streak is going over. And now Crystallize battling this Bloodseeker, who is stronger. A lot of damage coming from both sides, but this Bloodseekers are going crazy. Crystallize, you're going to get munched by the Bloodseeker. Eternal Envy trying to run away from the life drain. He will be successful. It looks like Magical is the next one. Can they get the kick? And this is 3 dead on the side of Navi. Maybe 4. Triple kill for Scamberlo. That Mjolnir just paying dividends. And not only they get 4 kills, it looks like they will go for the Roshan Pit. This Bloodseeker is going ham right now. Yes, Nullifier does cancel TPs, and as that happens, we already see Eternal Enemy pushing the wave, trying to pressure this tower. In fact, the Snake King Necrophos will go there, and only these 2 cores farming Roshan as they already set up for this tower. It looks like Complexity, they are in a pretty good stride right here, and I want to see how many buybacks, if any, they're going to be able to force by pushing forward. It looks like the Lich will scout for runes, as the rest of the team marches for Limp. Level 25 finally gets those extra refraction charges that are important when you're playing versus a hero like Phantom Lancer. The glyph is gonna be popped and the first buyback gets used. Okay, so the DreamLeague casters, they felt like Complexity, they were the weaker team. They felt like Navi was gonna teach them a lesson, and for now it looks like Complexity has a pretty good grasp into this game. We did saw them throwing a little bit in the first game, and into this one it definitely looks a little bit more calculated, a little bit more thought out, and they will start pushing this tier 2 in the bottom lane. In terms of net worth here, we still see the TA as well as Bloodseeker ahead of everyone else. Necrophos level 22 decided to get the attack speed talent. I'm surprised considering he has like not a lot of damage. But alright, he gets that instead of the magic resistance, and this heart here makes him pretty strong. Now he's gonna get jumped, but he's tanky as fuck with that heart. Can they burst him down? It looks like they can, but they commit a lot for it. And now the Nullifier TA just jumping this Chen, and he is dead. This is gonna be a buyback onto Necrophos. Magical is gonna be next. This Bloodseeker is not sparing any damage, and now he's chasing Crystallize. He knows what's the real one. Chain Frost flying now. The Doppelganger kind of disjoints the projectile, and this is 2 heroes dead on the side of Navi. Buyback onto the Necrophos, and I wonder if they can pressure for more. The Aegis still stands into Limp's beautiful body, and it looks like they're gonna rotate for the tier 2, the last one that Navi holds, and the gold advantage starting to pile up. That Blood Rage TA with the Nullifier proving to be hard to deal with, especially when this Bloodseeker is just diving everyone. Alright. It looks like Nyx Assassin died. That is 90 seconds with no... Oh, they cancel the PLTP. This could be the throw, or maybe the turnaround for Crystallize. The Hand of God's gonna be here now, so they can keep on chasing. They know which one is real, and they wanna get it. The Nullifier, the Silence. Oh, Crystallize, I think you're going back to that fountain. And guess what? This bad boy does not have a buyback for 6 minutes, and this could be the beginning of the end. Scamberlo already looking for more targets, but there's no one to be found here. They will take this Nether Ward, and it looks like this game, especially with the blow. Oh, look at that. Limp is so grateful for that Blood Rage. And they march forward. They're gonna go for the tower. They have a very, very farm TA, and they start to chase Blitzy here. Oh, the 4-step forward. Nice. The Crapify, but the Silence will find you, Missy. And it looks like they will try and go for this. Now, they're gonna zone them with the Necrophos. Complexity here, playing very, very bold. They know that none of those heroes have buyback, but Scamberlo, you need to be careful, sir. That Laguna Blade is so strong and magical. Already zoning them back. The Bloodseeker needs to be careful. They're gonna get the first tower. Do not throw this game. Now, they will commit a buyback. They will use the smoke. Can they find the jump? Can they stop Complexity from winning this game right now? They're gonna need it because it's a 70-second cooldown. Oh, the Blink from Limp. He's just gonna find the Chen. He's gonna be forced to buy back. Aegis still stands on to that Limp TA, and he finally gets claimed. Magical is the one that goes for it. There is a very, very strong Bloodthorn onto this hero. The Nullifier, the Bloodthorn, they don't go for the Chen. They're gonna buy back the Chen as well, so if he died, it would be very costly. Nice 4-staff. The Manta dispelling the Crapify, and it looks like the only thing they're gonna claim is 1 lane of barracks, maybe this shrine over here. Alright, Complexity holding strong. It looked for a while that they could be throwing that game, going for a deeper dive. Alright, but they won't. They will get that shrine as we talked about. Eternal Envy forming this middle lane here. Finally level 21. Gets that juicy GPM talent. And now this boy has a BKB. this boy is ready to get some kills. No, didn't really get, really couldn't find many of those into this game, but it definitely looked like the other cores were able to pull up the weight and, you know, deliver. Lamp died twice against the PL. Like, how is this even possible? Against a hard PL, 42 minutes in, this crystallized PL is looking pretty buffed, but Limp is just playing perfect oats, and I guess a lot of it comes from the way they are engaging. It looks like Limp is never the one initiating. It's first the Bloodseeker or whatever other hero, probably Eternal Envy, and that gives time for Limp to wait the PL to commit most of his killing to another target, and then he just jumps the Chen, he just jumps the Pugner, and that early Nullifier really proving to be hard to deal with. No Aeon discs, it looks like, and even if they had, you can still play around it. Okay. So this is a 20,000 gold lead, probably the highest gold lead that we saw in both games from this series. This is going to be another shrine, which keeps on increasing that advantage. And oh, there you have it! That is the BKB from Eternal Envy! This could be a very important kill, and that is a Nyx Assassin dead and with no buyback. The rolls again, Eternal Envy. We were mocking the Earth Spirit, but he gets another roll. Blitzy, I don't think this the Crepify is gonna last much longer, and they get a Ripper side kill. This Necrophos is pretty happy, and he is back to full HP and mana, thanks to that Death Pulse mana regen. And now it's only the PL Illusions trying to buy time, trying to zone complexity a little bit, and they are doing a good job at it. There is no Aegis on Limp anymore, so it's harder for complexity to commit, but they will, I think. 100 seconds is quite a bit. Maybe you just bait that buyback from the Pugna, but you need to be careful to not overstay your welcome, or else you could throw this game. We did talk about the matchup from the PL being pretty good here, so you don't want to give a lot of kills. You want to keep on being top of the net worth right now. 6,000 go ahead. Oh, but the LSA with the Penitence. Where's the damage? Limp comes forward with the Nullifier, but nice Scepter holding Limp down. He will pop the BKB now, trying to disengage. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to break the Reflections. They finally force the Pugner buyback, but there you have it, the Diffusal Blade. Nice Force Staff away. It looks like Complexity will disengage Eternal Envy as well. Alright. Pretty good game here. A lot of Pog moments. The gold advantage, 25,000. So it is an uphill struggle for Navi, you know, even though they have the better matchups. Once this gold advantage keeps piling up. Oh, Eternal Envy. Hello, hello. He has that BKB. Let's see if he can get out. Pops the BKB. And now he goes forward. The kick onto Lena's face with the Nullifier. Where's your BKB? Oh, I did not hurt because you're muted and you're going down. This is a dead Lena, but Limp actually being very low. Crystallized finds that kill. The Blood Rage from the Scamber low. BKB popped. Can he get you? Yes, he can. He's right-clicking for so much. And now this is going to be a buyback from TA. This might be the last fight of the game. Crystallized with the Rupture onto him. The LS is going to be there, but not fast enough to stop the right clicks from that hero. The Chain Frost flies out, and that's GG. Soneko's the one that calls it 2-0. So everyone down with complexity, alright? You guys were voting for Navi, and we do see them taking with, I'm not gonna say an easy 2-0, but the second game was definitely a little bit better, a little bit more fine-tuned, and they win, even with the Eternal Envy Spirit. The haters are gonna hate, but Eternal Envy moves on forward into this minor tournament that could give Complexity the ability to play for the major. But yeah, for now, we're just chilling here. Guys, I really appreciate everyone that is watching this game. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so kind and, you know, participating in the chat, being nice, guys. I think this is probably the last game I'll be casting because, you know, I need to make videos to pay for my rent. I love casting and I am trying to cast as much as possible. But first of all, this tournament here has an amazing group of casters. Go watch that streaming stat. Thanks everyone. I mean, I actually had no idea 200 people would be interested in this. Thanks everyone for being here. I need to finish today's video and post it, because that is for now my main source of income, but I am trying my best to transition into casting. So if you guys enjoy the cast, if you want to help me, you know, cast more, make sure to follow. Make sure that I have more people here, because that definitely, you know, makes casting a better, I guess, a better way for me to live this esports life. I really love casting. It's definitely more fun and challenging than making videos. You know, making videos can get a little bit dull sometimes. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. You guys are awesome, and have a nice day.